In part 1 of this brain snack, I define habituation, the process by which our brains reward us for doing life-sustaining things and by which we rapidly become accustomed to those rewards. We saw how this can have profound psychological effects on modern human beings with all of the nicks and knacks that we've invented and currently derive pleasure from. In this brain snack, we'll see how we can control habituation, or at least slow it down in ourselves and in others. So here's one way to curb habituation. Don't do drugs. Nah, I'm just playing. Well, not really, but if you do partake in the puff, you can probably attest to the fact that spreading out your sessions as much as possible often results in a more intense high. The same is true for virtually any rewarding stimuli. Indeed, study after study has shown that the more frequently a stimulus is presented, the faster habituation occurs. So time, or rather increasing the amount of time between repeated stimuli, plays a major role in slowing this process down. In our monkey study from the previous video, when researchers simply increased the amount of time it took to give that monkey the raisin, it took many more trials for him to habituate. This is why absence makes the heart grow fonder, why taking a break from social media makes a meme seem so much funnier. Similarly, work may also be involved in slowing the habituation process down. If you remember, dopamine release declines dramatically when we get less than we're used to. Well, when researchers increased the amount of times that monkey had to press the lever, from just 2 times to 10 times, not only did it take him much longer to habituate, he produced more dopamine in response to that single raisin, the same one that he seemed so dissatisfied with before. In other words, the more work he had to do to receive the raisin, the more grateful he was for getting anything at all. Now, of course, you don't need neuroscientists to tell you that. You know that the harder you work for something, the more likely you are to appreciate it. But the point here is that the less likely you are to habituate to it. I make myself work hard in the gym to get my favorite dessert so that it remains my favorite dessert. I make my son earn his YouTube and TV time so that he continues to remain grateful for it. So all I'm saying, sis, is make that man work hard and earn your time. Lastly, you can take a page out of every restaurant chain's handbook to solve your habituation problem. You see, restaurants have known about this forever, way before we got monkeys in the lab to study it. They know that the more you love their food, the easier it will be to habituate to it and rarely come back. So they use novelty to slow your brain down, throwing everything at you from warm bread to tasty but not as strong as they should be for the price drinks, to daily specials, to new and limited entrees, all in an attempt to introduce nuance and novelty to your experience and slow down the habituation process. You see, the whole reason why our brains do this habituation thing is to be more efficient. Lessening the effect of any stimuli frees up cognitive space, which allows you to notice and appreciate the next new thing. But when a bunch of things are new and tasty and interesting at the same time, or at least consecutively, this drastically slows down the habituation process. One of the reasons why our love for our kids never seems to fade is because of their constant changes and growth. Watching them evolve, learn new words, make new friends, pick up new hobbies and interests and mannerisms, watching them become virtually new people on a daily or weekly basis is extremely novel and basically stops habituation in its tracks. Couples who make a habit of doing new and exciting things together, especially after that 2-year mark, which is the average time that intense infatuation phase ends, experience much more enduring satisfaction in their relationships. So in sum, our brains have evolved to deal with a wide range of rewarding stimuli by habituating to them as soon as possible, no matter how big the reward. This tendency can be disastrous for how satisfied we feel in our daily lives and in our relationships. But it doesn't have to be. We can put time on our side and spread out our rewards, put in more effort to earn them, and switch it up on our brains as much as is feasible, so that we continue to get the most out of the people that we love and the things we enjoy. If you found anything useful or interesting in this video, please like and comment. Tell me what it is. I'm not just saying that. If you think someone else will find it useful, baby, share your snacks with them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next snack time.